My name is Wendy and I'm the pre-construction coordinator. I look after the jobs from the time they come into the office, and I send them, once they come in, I enter them into the computer, and then once that's completed, then we send them to the drafts people and they organise an appointment with the customer to do a site visit, and then they draw the plans. The plans come back to us and then we will send them to the customer to make sure they're happy with everything. And then we start the approval process. We go send them to the water board, and then once that's approved, then we send them to either the council or the certifier for approval. I've been working with Blue Haven for 4 years, but I have been in the pool industry for over 8 years, so I'm very familiar with the pool industry and I know all there is to know about pools. Well, Blue Haven Pools is I think they're one of the biggest companies in the industry, one of the most well known, and they have a lot of happy customers, and they've got a very good reputation, and they've got great management and a really good team. I think a really great team. We all get along really well. We laugh all day and joke, and we're all great friends, and we really work, which I think helps our teamwork, makes us work as a great team. And we all get along, and we help each other whenever we can. We don't it's not one person's got a job. We all pitch in and help each other, and I think that's why it works for us. Well, I think Ramonda does a great job because she's a very hands-on manager, and she does construction as well. And I think since she's taken over the construction side, I think it's made a huge difference. She's very dedicated to the business, and she's very hands-on, and she's really does a great job, and is great with the customers, and I think she's really building the business great. She's doing a great job. I think what we all want is to have happy customers. We try everything we can to make our customers happy, and so in the end, that they will recommend us to friends or family, and we can get more work through that way. But that's that's our goal, is to make everyone happy. But we do our best, and we want customer satisfaction is very important to us. Okay, I have 5 tips that can really make the approval process much quicker, and avoid any delays to get the approvals as quick as we can, so we can start building your pool straight away. The first tip would be: do you know where your sewer is located on your property? Do you have any sewer diagrams or any sewer peg-out reports that you can give to the salesman, or you can forward on to us short after the sale? That would be really helpful, because this is one of the things that we need to identify. Once we have the plans drawn, we need to identify the location of the sewer, as it's a very important part of the approval process. So that would be great help. Okay, my second tip would be to identify if you have any trees that over 6 metres within 3 metres of the proposed pool. This is due to the fact that if you have any tall trees that are over 6 metres, it has to go to council. It cannot be done through a private certifier, and a private certifier is a much quicker approval process, and that's our preferred option for approvals. So this is very important to identify if there are any very tall trees in your property, and it also includes neighbours' trees as well. So if you can identify that at point of sale, that's very important. Okay. My third tip would be, do you have any council reserves behind your property? This means that if you do have a council reserve behind your property, your pool will need to be at least 3 metres from the back boundary. If it's not 3 metres from the back boundary, then it will need to go to council. So that's another consideration that's quite important to know from the outset, so that we can make sure that that's identified and we know how to handle your job and not to cause any delays for you. Number 4 is in relation to the bush. Is there anything about the zoning of your land? Do you know if it's bushfire prone? Is it acid sulphate affected? Is it flood affected? If so, do you have any of these reports? This would be great if you have anything like this. because it's something that we would be required to lodge with council. And if you have any of these reports, it's really great and really helpful for us, and will make it a much smoother and much quicker process for the approval. Okay, this is number 5, my 5th tip. Do you have a council reserve that you need to gain access through? Could be behind your property, because this is quite important to know as well, because we need to gain permission from the council to use this reserve for access. And if you can, let us know that at the beginning of the sale, then we can make sure that we apply to council for permission, and that it's all ready. Once the job is approved, then we can start digging. We don't have to wait for the council approval, and it won't delay anything. So that's my top 5 tips for a quicker approval, and that's exactly what we aim to do for you. That's how we want, we obviously want to get the pools approved as quickly as possible and start building you a beautiful Blue Haven pool for you and your family.